that moldavite stone sometimes really got me feeling like I gotta stop, drop, and do everything now. I really need to ground myself down. Let's take a breather, a wiggle, take this gum out, and pull some cards for this full moon in Scorpio. See what it is that we need to know. Because there's a lot of astrologers that I follow that I like and everything, and I'm not, it's no hate to y'all, but a Western astrology is just not in alignment with the actual energies in the constellation and where the planets actually are landing in the sky in real time. So that's my little bone to pick. So, do I know everything? No. But my intuition is always right, and I've been learning to follow it and trust it more. And I have been so called to be sharing this with you guys, because every single time I see it and I'm like, but that's not the energy I'm getting. I'm very much ruled by the moon. I feel the energy from the moon strongly, and so that's what I know. So that's what I'm coming to share. And every time I realize that it's never in the sign that all these people are putting out all these videos and saying. So let's get into it. Let's pull some cards. See what we need to know. Let's start with the intuition. Let's start with our intuition oracle. Right into it. Call on my higher self. I call on the cosmos, the divine, the universe, the moon, the sun, the stars, and the benevolent constellations in the sky. My angelic, benevolent, and honorable team of spirit guides and guardians to come forward to bring me and the people some clarity and guidance on this full moon in Scorpio. That is a blue moon. That is on May 31st, 2026, this Sunday rather. Let's get both sides. Let's see. Push some of these cards to the side. All right, what is our intuition? What intuitively do we need to know about this full moon in Scorpio that is happening on this Sunday? What is our intuition trying to tell us? Let's get some clarity here from within. Silent whisper. Listen to the whispers within. Intuition quietly reveals the truth. And you see, I was gonna say about this full moon, it feels very much of, this is a blue moon. It's a rare second chance, but it's another chance to really go within, to really step within yourself. And where are those last little things where you're still doing things out of conditioning, out of other people's opinions or what other people want or what society wants from you? Or I've been feeling like this is really a time to figure out those last little things within you that you're still holding on to, where you're not truly authentically living for you. Only you know. No one but you knows you best and what's best for you. No one but you. You can do things the unconventional way. I actually had this angel number pulled out for me, and I feel like this goes perfect with this full moon, so we're going to keep it. 1, 2, 3 vision. Your path will not look identical to anyone else's. That is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay the path that feels connected, the path will continue to lead you to alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. My path is mine. This is the affirmation. My path is mine and mine alone. When I follow my path, alignment comes naturally. All right, let's get a couple more cards. I was sitting earlier, like this morning, and meditating on what are the energies this week leading up into this full moon? Like, what are these energies and what is it telling? What is it giving? And Sagittarius is very freedom. I mean, my moon is in Sagittarius, actually. And it wasn't giving Sagittarius. It was definitely giving more of a introspective, still transforming, which is like regenerating, which is very, very much Scorpio. So let's see, what other two cards? Mind and heart harmony. When mind and heart align, your intuition becomes crystal clear. Yeah, go in, align that mind and the heart. Are you living from just your heart? Or are you living from just your mind? Are you harmonizing the two? It's not about, this card keeps coming out on every collective reading I do. So that's saying something. Where are we still not harmonizing the two? Where are we still holding on to these conditions? Where are we still not disarming the fear? Where are we still living in fear or judgment or validation? Validation's a huge one. Divine timing. Everything unfolds in its time. Trust the universe's timing. Yeah, it very much feels like a solitude, a time to be in solitude. Maybe there's a lot of things that you're working on, a lot of things that you're just, the year of the fire horse, so antsy to just get into and start and whatever. And that's why I'm saying, like, do I know all of it? No. But I know what my intuition's telling me. And do I want to share a lot more on the current actual constellations in the sky with all of y'all? Yes. And I am still doing so much studying. I am learning right here with you guys. So, but I mean, I also am fearless as I will come out and straight up say this. I'll be the first one to tell you. And this isn't the first video I made where I was like, you know, I don't know who needs to hear this, but the full moon's not what everyone's saying it is. You never know what you're gonna get out of me. You never know where it's gonna go, but I'll tell you, it's coming from a place of following my intuition that is, whether I want it to be or not, very connected to the collective and to the moon. So you get what you get. And here we are. So follow me if you want to join the ride. You never know where we're going to do a reading, what kind of quality the reading's going to be, where you're going to find us or where it's going to go, but we'll get there. We'll make the most of it on the way. It's always about the journey. Clarity and chaos. In chaos, your intuition brings clarity. Trust it. Yeah, detach from everyone else. I think that's what that's telling me, is it's a time to detach from other people's opinions and their expectations. And everyone's got a story, and especially when you are absent or silent about something because you're going within yourself, people will want to make things up. Sometimes you just gotta let them. People like to talk. And maybe you're doing something unconventional, or you just like to live a little bit differently and you're afraid to do that because it is different and because you don't know what people are gonna say or what kind of chaos it's gonna bring. But ultimately it's gonna be you living in alignment with your truth, and that's what matters. You can find new people. You don't need to be friends with the same people you were friends with from like high school, or I don't know. If there's people that are just holding you back from being in your truth and your authenticity, then you don't need them in your life. You don't. even family, honestly. Like, there's toxic family. There really is. There is, especially when your upbringing was something revolved around something very toxic within a family dynamic. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to break free from that, even as chaotic as that sounds. You have to do what's right for you. You don't need to hide in the shadows and not speak your truth because it scares other people around you. Let me be the first to break out of it and tell you. People might not be happy about it, but that's where the people pleasing is still coming in. Are you living your life for you or for these other people? What kind of celebration are we doing where we're poisoning ourselves with alcohol? Ew. Gross. Like, that's not, your soul doesn't want that. That's drowning your soul out. That is what makes your what is his name? Anubis, that Egyptian god of the mummification or whatever, who weighs the heart after your death. Is your heart lighter than a feather? Alcohol will weigh it down. What do we have here? Journey within. Your inner world holds the key. Begin your path by looking within. This is a full moon to look within. This is giving me so much energies of looking within. It is looking within. What is going to... This is... Okay. All right. Yeah, this is a very... the energy that this full moon's bringing with the couple days before, the couple days after, this is very much a time to still go within and see where you're still living for other people. Do you understand that we're floating in space? This patriarchy is done. It's done. And so is Western astrology. It's done. Based on just the seasons that don't even make sense with the calendar, with the timing and the math doesn't add up with it. It just don't add up, and it doesn't add up in the actual sky. So vibrational alignment, see, that's what it's all about. Aligning yourself vibrationally to the actual currents going on. Gaia Earth, Mother Earth, has chakras herself. She's been upgrading. You have to stay with the Earth if you want to keep upgrading. Keep your vibration high. We're organic. We're beings. We have electricity running through us as well. It's time to kibosh that old system that's just weighing us down and filling us with plastic and gross metals and stuff like that. Detox yourself, lighten yourself, so that you can be in a vibrational alignment with the true energies that are going around. No one needs to be in lack. No one needs to be living in fear. There's plenty for everyone. When you align with the universe, your intuition becomes stronger. So if you want vibrational alignment, then you got to be aligning. Your signs are going to be different when you start actually aligning with what's going on in the sky. Your whole zodiac, your sun sign, depending when your birthday falls and stuff, but it's like, it's all shifted. So your signs will be different. And then you might find out you resonate so much more with the changed sign as the times have changed, every day is a new day. It's like you gotta stay changing with the times and not be holding yourself back in the old. The age of Aquarius is here. Where did I write it? I was writing some stuff down. Let me look. Even this book that I've been reading is like based on Western, but it also just talks about the zodiac. So like I like to use it just for house information, like information on the houses and just things like that. It doesn't really serve much other purpose than that. So it's kind of a lack of it. Where did I put it? And whoa. So I wrote number 9, culmination, release. A rare chance to authentically be yourself. An opportunity to really tune into your body and receive what it is telling you. Are you moving in alignment with your true self? What has your body been trying to tell you? Go deeper. It's permission to give yourself what is true, fulfilling, satisfying, most authentic to you and no one but you. And it's staying true to you. And like I said, you know yourself the best. No one knows you better than you. Where are you still holding on to conditioning placed by others? Let them be them and you be you. Give yourself permission to lift the veil, restrictions, illusions, judgments, but be discerning. You know, you don't need to go be a jerk to other people or anything. Like, let other people do their own thing. Let's all just let everyone do their own fucking thing. Just do what's authentic to yourself. As long as you're not being a jerk. With everything in love, you know. This is about what brings you joy and fulfillment at the end of the day. Like, what is it that at the end of the day, you don't need to go out and celebrate by drinking alcohol, because that just isn't in alignment, because you're waking up every day doing something that sets your soul on fire. Your inner child wants to dream and play again. It's safe. The times are changing, baby. Shine bright in your truth. The truth will set you free. Suppressed trauma, emotions, anger, they're only going to control and manifest in your body, in your environment, in everything. So you have to go deeper, and that's where it's this, you know, in divine timing, all of these things that you want will come, but you have to purge, you have to detox, purge out. What are you still holding on to? What trauma, anger towards anyone else? Like, let it go. It's time to move on and focus on yourself and do what's right for you. As long as you're not harming anyone, you know. And what does success feel and look like for you? Not what it should look like based on what other people have said and defined success as. Success looks different for everyone. So really ask yourself, what would success look like for me? There's another saying, it'll come to me. It's all about tuning into you. Pause, breathe, be. It's not about doing more. It's about learning that it's about being more present. It's presence over effort. You don't need to do more. You don't need to push harder. You don't need to have it figured all out. You don't need to have it all scripted out. I just kind of jotted a bunch of random things down when I was sitting outside just pondering this morning. I didn't know it was going to even turn into this. I had no idea. And here we are. I didn't even know I was going to start pulling cards when I first hit record. I'm rolling with it. You never know what you're going to get. But I want to bring you the real energies that are coming. It's very regenerative. And I would focus this week on purging out whatever last things, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically. Purge out those last things. Make space for the new. Make space for the new you. You can't hold on to all of it. I mean, you can do whatever you want, I guess, but you'll call it that divine timing. is very true. Where everything, and it's, you have to, you have to be ready for it. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to get honest. Do you want a change? Do you want all your manifestation? How much? Thinking, do we want to do some tarot cards? Let's pull some tarot cards with the Moldavite sitting on top. Some serious transformation right there. You know about that Moldavite flush? It's all about that alchemy. Oh, we got the tower on the bottom. That's what this feels like to me. This feels like a good tower moment. Welcome to the cat tower. Cat tower is back. Cat tower is so back. What do we need to know about this cat tower, or this tower? I feel like this card wanted to come out, and I guess that one. Knight of Cups. Ooh, what's this? Six of Cups. So some nostalgia coming back in. We got the Knight of Cups. So some new emotional fulfillment, emotional news, messages coming in maybe, or just a new, something that's really fulfilling to you. Let's see, what does this say to me? I mean, the Six of Cups fell right next to the Tower, so maybe this is some breakthrough insights from yourself of where things in the past aren't working, or things in the past, like, you have to be honest about some things in the past, and where you know, look into a good review, so you can have that breakthrough moment and step into the new. What else do we need to know with this Knight of Cups? Maybe even for some people, Eight of Cups, walking away from what doesn't work. Definitely walking away. Yeah, definitely looking into the past, looking into what was going on, and finally walking away. It's gonna be I see this blue moon as a breakthrough for a lot of people. I see a lot of people finally breaking through, getting manifestations because they're being honest, and they're real. It's gonna be a big realization moment. That's what I feel like. A lot of people are gonna realize how, I keep seeing, oh, the High Priestess on the bottom. Yeah, realize that a lot of people are gonna be realizing their intuition was right the whole time. There's a lot of people who maybe were playing on your energy and trying to downplay how intuitive you are because they didn't want to have to face reality themselves, because they didn't want to do the inner work themselves. Well, you know what? Those are the kind of people we don't need in our lives. This is really walking away from that, and people that make you feel that way. Always trust your intuition. This is definitely giving, looking into the past, gaining some serious breakthrough clarity from your intuition. It's a journey within. I feel like that's all the tarot cards we need for that, honestly. I think that sums it up perfectly. All right, let's get one more. What's one more tarot card that we can have for this? Five of Cups. Ooh, and Strength. Yes. Yeah, and don't sit in that. When you realize that maybe your intuition was right about a lot of things and how people could have really been playing on you. People could have, a lot of things, even something like that job, you never really liked that job, or like that relationship's not working, or like you were trying to say your truth but people would downplay it all the time, or anything. Like, don't get caught up on the spilled milk, because look, there's still two other cups behind it. Because you want to know what's amazing? When you realize that you can trust your intuition. When you build that inner strength, that inner strength to trust your intuition. Yes. Journey within. Journey within. Oh, and the Magician. All right, that's the last one. We're done. We're done. You have the power to create your reality in your life. As within, so without. As above, so below. Your reality is shaped by your perceptions, your thoughts, it's a lot like, what are you thinking? Have awareness of your thoughts all the time because they are shaping your reality. They truly are. You are a powerful creator of your reality. This is a time to really hone in on that. I love that. I love that this came out too. Yeah, this is going to be a really big tower moment for a lot of people. Realizing a lot of things that weren't working, realizing where a lot of conditioning was still happening. I think it's going to really, I think the energies are going to be strong in downloads, intuitive downloads, or just a lot of clarity hitting that you've known it all along. Release the limiting. It's about definitely like releasing limiting beliefs. Any kind of like these people that are so successful, you think that they got that way by just thinking bad thoughts about themselves, like either no one's gonna want to hear this, or no one's gonna wanna no one's gonna like it because, or I need to have everything done this way or that way, it's got to be perfect, or like, hey, we're all human, we're all rolling through human nature, okay? So let's take the masks off. It's a time to take the masks off. No one, I mean, it doesn't need to be all primed up and pretty, and I mean, I like primed up and pretty and stuff, but like, you don't need to overcomplicate it. Do what's bringing you joy. I hear too much talking outside my door and it's really distracting me now. Sorry. Powerful creators of our reality. It all starts with a thought. The thought is the seed. This thought is the seed that you plant, you sow, you tend, which is with your emotions, your actions. To have manifestation happen, you got to start living like it already is. That is the key. You can journal and vision board all you want about it, but are you feeling into it in your body? That's where it happens. You gotta feel into it in your body, deep within. Purge all of that density out. There's some people I talk to and sometimes I just want to be like, are you really that dense? Sometimes you just gotta look at someone and be like, maybe I'm not even gonna say. Not even gonna go there. All right, let's get a law of attraction. What's a law? Since we're speaking on creating our reality, how can we, what do we need to know from the law of attraction oracle deck about this the energies are on this full moon in Scorpio, this blue moon, this rare moon in Scorpio. Let's get a law of attraction message. What do we need to know? Oh, no, I don't like that. Let's get maybe one card at a time. Let me ask a better question. Let's get some clarity on how we could better be the magician in our lives. What do we need to know about that? How to be a better magician in our lives? What does the collective need to know when it comes to the energies on this full moon, this one? Receiving. To manifest, you must be open to receiving as much as you give. Practice saying yes to support, love, and opportunities without hesitation. Yeah, there's a whole soul tribe out there for you. A whole soulmate, a whole soul tribe. There's people that you can resonate more with. There's so many fish in the sea. So don't get hung up on the one small little tadpole. There's plenty of other fish in the sea. You gotta be open to receiving. Don't be afraid to find other like-minded people and get out there and try new things. Go different places. You know, you're not gonna find different people that truly resonate with you going to the same old thing, doing the same old like places or whatever. You're probably not gonna find them. I think you'll find real cool people if you venture out into more holistic settings. I'll put it that way. What else is something? Harmony. Balance and unity create alignment. Peace comes from embracing all aspects of yourself. Yeah, we all have the duality within us, the light and the dark, and that's fine. It's fine to feel anger. It's fine to have these breakthrough realizations and be angry about it. Let yourself be angry. Move through the anger. Because if you're not, then you're not going deep enough. You didn't go deep enough if you didn't experience that rage and anger. And that is perfectly fine. And don't let anyone try to tell you that you need to go, I don't know. Don't let someone try to. So from like my own experience, what I've realized, when I've realized a lot of these things about my past, and like I was angry at first, it's always like, well, why don't you. It's a very personal thing. I feel like it's always been with my mom. It's like every time my intuition's right, why don't you go to therapy? Why don't you go to therapy? I've done enough therapy. I mean, I don't know. That was too much. That was so left field. There's a lot of things. I don't know how much I don't want to be projecting my stuff into it necessarily because I don't really know. But I do know that my intuition, it has protected me in more ways than I could possibly even explain. The protection. I also know based on my human design that my intuition is my strong guide. I also know based on my human design that I absorb the emotions of people around me. Yet I'm also a non-emotional. So I even more so feel the emotions from my environment. And I have a strong intuition. So my biggest challenge has been trying to understand when I'm absorbing other people's emotions and how to not take them on as my own, how to detach myself from their emotions and thoughts, because like I also am able to got my third eye open undefined and my head open and undefined and my root. My spleen is closed. So is my throat and my heart. So I always have such pure intentions from the heart with strong intuition. You know what I'm tired of? People seeing that and trying to siphon that energy. Energy vampires. Yeah, we need more harmony. This is about coming in harmony. Anyway, balance and unity creates alignment. Peace comes from embracing all aspects of yourself. Foster cooperation and understanding in your relationships and within yourself. Yeah. Maybe look into human design. Maybe that's a thing. And we all have feminine and masculine energies. So I think it's about bringing those two energies into balance. And your inner child. I think it's about bringing it all into balance. Let's get one more card, 2 more cards. Forgiveness. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we all got to practice some forgiveness. Releasing resentment frees you. Forgiveness is for you, not them. Let go of past hurts. Choose peace over pain by forgiving yourself and others. Move the fuck on. I'm so tired of people bringing up past shit. Move on. Holding on to anger may be weighing you down. Release it and move forward. Let people be. Let people be them. Forgive. Don't forget, but forget and go. Open path. When you release the need to know every step, the path reveals itself. Surrender. Let today unfold without expectations. Practice openness by moving forward one moment at a time. Fear of the unknown may be limiting you. Soften your need for control and let clarity emerge naturally. You don't need to know every step. Sometimes you just gotta start the thing and just do it. The hardest part is always the starting. It's always the starting. Oh, so something that could be blocking harmony. Discord or internal struggle may be causing misalignment. Seek reconciliation and restore balance. Balance your mind and your heart. Be true to you. Something that could be blocking receiving is resistance to help may be limiting your growth. Allow yourself to be supported. How worthy do you feel? Do you feel worthy of support from other people? Do you feel worthy of receiving help from other people? This comes down to your worthy of your self-worth within yourself. Or do you think you need to work hard for everything and that you have to do it all alone? Check up on your self-worth. Like I was saying before when I was reading my notes about the anger, holding on to anger and trauma and all of these things, it will manifest as illnesses on your body. And then you're going to be like, oh, why am I sick? And then you're going to go to the doctor and they're going to give you the wrong treatment. And it's not going to fix it. So see where you're holding on to suppressed emotions, where you're not speaking your truth. And then forgive, because it's truly for you. I forgive people for what they don't know. You know, people can only meet you where they're at. People can only meet you at their level of consciousness. And that's what it is. That's why it's so easy, I find, with the tarot cards to read someone and their energy, because based on their level of consciousness, they're only going to make so many choices. And so you have to forgive them for that. What they don't know, they don't know. There's been so much conditioning for so long. It's not their fault that they don't know. But it is their fault if they choose not to change. If they choose not to do the hard inner work. No one's doing the inner work for anyone else. You can't do the inner work for anyone else. Everyone's got to be able to sit through the pain and the confusion themselves and find that harmony, what makes sense for them within themselves. Because also, like I said, no one knows you better than you. Don't let people try to, because they don't want to change, they don't want to do the inner work, try to bring you down, because you are strong in your intuition. Don't let these people drag you down. It's time for change. It's time to create your own life. You deserve it. Let's get an angel number. Oh, actually, let's... I love my mom. I do. I love her so much. That was just a lot of... I got sent away to a therapeutic boarding school when I was 15. So there's just a whole bunch of other stuff there with that. And it's just... I forgive. You know, I was never mad about that either. I've always looked at everything of, what is this trying to teach me? What can I learn from this? You know, and... there's certain things, I had to feel through the anger of certain things in other way, of other things and stuff, but it's like, ultimately, I've realized that it's, again, like, you don't know what you don't know, so I'm not going to hold that against you, but I'm also not going to just be willy-nilly with my energy either. I'm going to be a lot more selective and protective of my energy, knowing what I know, going through the inner work of how much I have and how I've gone through so much, where my spirituality and connecting inwardly with myself, my guides, my dad being one of my biggest protectors in the spiritual realm, I have shivers going through my body as soon as I said that, because I know my dad is always there with me. I don't even remember where I was. I think that's where I stopped talking. I digress again. That's just a little bit about me. All right, what do we need to know from the earth? From the earth, what is the earth? How can we be more grounded into this earth? How can we more ground ourselves with this full moon energy in Scorpio? What is something? This is the green. Yeah, the Green Witch's Oracle deck. I have a little guidebook with it too. So what do we need to know? How can we get more grounded? What do we need to know about these energies on this full moon? How can we get more grounded for this full moon? What does the collective need to know? What is a little message that we can have? I lost track of my... Whew, let's take a breather. I smell all kinds of cooking and stuff outside my door now. Let's see. Mossagate, positivity and change. I'll take it. Let's take it. Let's read it. Got the number 33 and 32, if that's significant for you. So the card meaning, change can be daunting. The Moss Agate card reminds you that stasis, while comfortable, denies you the growth and development that your spirit needs to evolve. Moss Agate offers you the foundation or a safe space to explore and plan for the future. You are holding back from change because you feel unprepared. Moss Agate can help. Moss Agate attracts positive energy, a boon when you are uncertain about shifts and transformations in life. Call on this stone to help set good foundations and prepare yourself for future change, or simply when you crave emotional balance. I think that's a perfect card and stone to work with for this full moon in Scorpio. And you want to know what? I think that Moldavite also is another great stone to work with. If you work with crystals, I definitely would suggest Moss Agate and Moldavite. And make sure you have some kind of grounding stone as well. Black tourmaline, I believe this, and this obsidian. I don't know, I have a lot of crystals here. All right, so the reflection with this Moss Agate. Is there an upcoming change that you have been avoiding that you need to make peace with? I'll read it again. Is there an upcoming change that you have been avoiding that you need to make peace with? Ponder on that. Now let's get an angel number to close this out with, because I'm ready to close this reading out. I'll be back for more. What angel number can close this out and carry with us for this full moon? All right, we had 3 cards there. Ooh, 666 reflection. So my 9 was just backwards. 666 is not demonic at all, by the way. And, ooh, the 6 and the 9, 4411, while I was about to say that, soulmate, soul tribe connections, 6 and 9. 6 and 9 are like the numbers of love. So, oh, and you want to know what? I was born on the 6th day, and my life path number is 9, so that's fun. So reflection is what the 666 is for. When you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs, and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. Your affirmation: as I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shift into my highest self. Align with the actual current or frequencies and stuff that are happening in the sky now, the constellations. Western astrology can get out of here. I was going back and forth for a while on that though, which to follow. And like ultimately I'm like, well, if I want to be like in the new earth, you know, at 5D or anything, or like if I really believe in this stuff, which I do, I'm like, it just doesn't make sense to carry Western astrology through. It really doesn't, because that's not what's happening in the sky. Like, you can say all you want, the full moon's in Sagittarius, but when it comes down to that, the full moon's going to be right smack in Antares, whatever, which is like the heart of Scorpio in the constellation. So where is it really? What is the moon really vibing in? What are the actual energies that are going to be around us in our moon water? Okay, and then we got abundance, 888. This is giving me destiny too. Oh, and the magician. This, I feel like, goes a lot with magician. Abundance. Create the abundance you're worthy. Blessings are here. They're already here. Tap in. Align. Vibrational alignment. Tap in. All right. Blessings are here and more are on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow. Flow with life. Flow of prosperity. Prosperity. Let's go. That is all around you. Like currently, actually. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you once were let me reread that. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you once were seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success. You got to give to receive. You got to receive to give. I don't know. I was just looking at the receiving card. Yes. Affirmation. The more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving kindness. Being kind and being nice aren't exactly the same thing. Nice never got you nowhere. But being kind, setting boundaries, doing what's right for you, being kind to your soul, to yourself, that ripples out. When you love yourself inwardly more and you're kind to yourself inwardly more, and you set you build the strength within you to set the boundaries and to stop letting external things drain you, you're giving permission for other people to do it. It creates a ripple effect. It creates more abundant energy. And then we got 1515, creativity. Keep assessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connection, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is around you. This really is about like getting paid to exist energy of like, yeah, like you don't need to work harder. You need to find what your innate abilities that you came on this earth with are and work with them. Follow joy, follow that inspired action, because that's what will bring more and more abundance. At the end of the day, it's about what filled your cup up first, so that you can fill other people's cup, so that you can be the star pouring all into other people's cups, because your cup's so overflown. Affirmation. Creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of love and connection. Create. Consume less. Create more. Let's go. I'm ready. All right. I hope you all have a beautiful day. I hope whenever this finds you, you're having a beautiful time, and that you know that you're a beautiful soul. And I love you. I hear you. I see you. I'm with you. We're all in this together. Goodbye.